Welcome to the Power Shares QQQ 250 from Daytona International Speedway. I'm Thorn24 Fan with Monster and Ottercat up in the booth. And getting set to go 64 laps around this 2-mile super speedway. And we saw what happened last season in this race, and definitely controversial one to talk about. But we'll have to see with a news rules package if this race is better. And it's gonna be getting the link here. Gotta go on YouTube and all this stuff. One second. Alrighty. But anyway, going back to the race, let's get started with the starting grid. And if you want to do it, Monster, then go ahead.
All right. So starting on the front row, we have the guy that has the most wins this season, pretty interestingly, Craig in the 46, and on his outside is defending Cup Series champion Jessica in the 33. Next row, we have Lucky Noko in the 00, who, off topic, I guess, somewhat. He got announced to return to the 00 next season, and outside of him will be Pavo. Next up, we have two Ford teammates, Connor in the 14 and Gaming Freak in the 98. Then we have row 4, Fran Gomez in the 30 and the 12 of Professor Frost. Running up the top 10 will be the 21 of Porak and the 17 of Brandon Beal. Row 6, we have the 13 of Soccer and the 95 of Warrior Cat.
Something I just noticed, something funny to point out. Look at the left of the front bumper.
Yeah, don't look at that. Don't look at that.
Anyway, continue.
Next up, we have, I believe this is row 7, Quad Kid Boy in the 78, and the 5 of Braden. Row 8, we have the 25 of NASCAR Fan and the 54 of Neon. Row 9, we have Ev, Wisconsinite, and the last Super Speedway winner, David Kreutz in the 62. Row 10, we have the 56 of Sean Ard and the 7 of Kyle, pretty much the guy we're looking at from last time. Row 11.
And not in the right way either. Go ahead.
Row 11, we have Nikki in the 87 and the 31 of Manuel. 22 of Patrick Miller and the 74 of Giuseppe. Is that right? Then it's Zevel in the 07 and Max Molina, who won the last time we came to Daytona, 51. Then we have the 94 of Chase Clyde and the number 2 of Commander Brick. 55 Santi Messi, new scheme, Mountain Dew on the car, and the 10 of EXO, who knows how to get it done.
Ooh, I like that.
On these tracks.
I like that scheme that Messi's running.
And we have the 97 Red Bull Chevrolet of Thunder and the 19 of Ebenezer Splooge. Then the 76 of Pendre McHarold and the 16 of Lynn. Then we have Red in the number 32 and Miko in the number 60. Then Mark in the 29 and Jaden in the 1. 63 of me, Monster, and the 20 of Loading. And rounding it out will be the 28 of Zawolf and the 45 of Hector Daniel.
Good way to get this event started. The penultimate event before the 5th Cup Series Coke Zero Sugar 400. This is gonna be a true So I mean, the draft package is gonna be the main equalizer in this race. Nobody's gonna be giving a lot of inches to each other, and they're all gonna be on edge. As you get the starting command there.
All we just need to hope for is that we don't have a wreck fest like yesterday.
And I want to talk about one team here because we heard what's going on with them. Wolf Motorsports is actually going to be moving for their Cup debut tomorrow if they can make the race.
Oh,
The
Flanders, what I can tell
driver,
you about that?
Keep going, Monster.
I was going to say that this 76 is going to be trying to make the race with driver Slick's Flame behind the wheel. Shell Pennzoil will be the sponsor, from my understanding.
Up, it's gonna be fun to watch. Slick Flame trying to make his Fanta Cup Series debut.
As well as Wolf Motorsports, so both trying to make their first ever Cup race together.
So let's talk about some since we're almost to the chase for not just the Fanta Cup Series, but for the Shell Series as well. Let's take a look at the standings.
Yes, we shall. So currently the points leader is Quad Kid Boy, but Torak is not too far behind. Oh, Zawolf pulled off
Yep,
back
somehow.
there on the
Oh, the
backstretch.
28's got a problem of
I'm
some sort.
guessing a mechanical
That is a
failure.
tire.
Yep, tires down.
Tires down already on the 28. Is he gonna stop it? I think that if he stops his car, then that means they might go another lap.
We'll see.
But yeah, already I think we've seen this before with the 28 having a mechanical fit issue before the start of the race. So, wow, horrible luck for Zawolf. But
And that's not good for Zawolf either, because he's 41st in points actually.
oh wow, that's terrible. But the saving grace for Zawolf might be this is a huge track, so he may be saved from going one lap down, depending on if we get a caution early or not, as the pace car is off. Craig Popker's leading the field, and we're green.
Right, there you see the 46 still side by side with the 33. The double zero's got help from his teammate, Connor in the 14.
See 3 wide already, but further back. You see the 94, 3 wide with the 07 there. The 56 trying to make something work in the middle. We know he's aggressive. And already
Sean Ard
here comes a double zero to the bottom.
got help from Connor, his teammate.
33 crosses over the 46 and will go 3 wide through the middle. Now the 46 has no help on the outside.
And it looks like Lucky might lead the first lap if he can hold on.
He's got Connor right behind him. Connor goes to the inside.
Oh, it's going to be close right here. Lucky's gonna get it.
Lucky.
Connor's there. Here comes Fran Gomez with Torak, who's second in the standings right now.
Lucky trying to make something work on the high side. We talked about in the truck race, the high side's starting to work.
Oh, Lucky has some.
Yeah, that might be a bad spot to push right there.
I mean, it's still pretty early in the race, too. I wouldn't want to try anything stupid.
Yeah. It's lap 2.
Here comes Soccer 3 wide with Quad Kid Boy, his technical teammate, working with him.
We saw what happened last time we went here for this exact event. Kyle trying to be aggressive, going 4 wide, and then that caused basically the big one, collecting multiple cars, and started a lot of beef.
Mostly with the Truex Fan Racing guys. I believe all their guys got collected in that exact incident.
Well, one of them got their revenge and held him up. I wonder who that is.
Only one can imagine.
But anyways, Soccer leads. And speaking of Truex Fan Racing, Quad Kid Boy is trying to get the lead.
NASCAR fans got help from Ev, the Wisconsinite, in the 26.
He's going to go to the bottom. And I think that, to be honest, these guys are not making the top work because these cars, they have a lot less horsepower than the trucks and the cup cars. So it looks like maybe the inside will still have an advantage here.
I mean, it's only lap 4, so I mean, I'd say give it some time. Oh, NASCAR fan right up to the door of the 78.
They make it through clean, but that was close.
Here you see Nicky's made his way to the front. He's gonna try and get a 3 wide for the lead.
He's got a big push from Patrick Miller in the 22, another Ford.
Santi Messi and Thunder also up here.
2 Chevrolets.
Nikki out to the lead right now.
Not clear of right this moment.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. But two other guys I want to be watching for, the 63 and the 46, because those two currently hold on to the 2 wildcard spots because of the wins that they've amounted.
Monsters started in the second to last row. Let's try and find him. He looks like he's in the middle of the pack on the inside. Looks like he's moving up as Santi Messi goes to the lead.
They see Thunder in the 97 pushing him. Of
And
course,
I believe
Thunder.
they're catching the. Sorry to interrupt, but I think they're catching the lap car of Zawolf. He's in turn 1 right now, but go ahead.
I was gonna say Thunder, of course, coming off breaking his long winless drought in the Cup side of things. Weeks ago, at least.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right. Here comes Pendre in the 76. Got a little help.
All right. Well, the 97 took the lead. He led that lap, but here comes the 76 in the Wolf and for Wolf Motorsports. And as you mentioned, Monster, at the beginning of the race, they are entering a Cup car into the Coke Zero Sugar 400. And it'll be interesting to see if the driver Slicks Flame can enter the race. As now Pendre is getting shot in the middle 3 wide. Looks like he tried to go up on the 97 when wasn't clear.
You see Mark, who won the Cup race at Daytona the last time they went there. He's up here. Of course, he's one of those good plate racers.
And he's got Monster behind him, one of his former Cup drivers. Let's check and see where the 28 is. 28's just exiting turn 2. These guys are about to be exiting turn 2, so they're catching them really quickly. And I don't feel like the 28 will cause much of a problem, but he definitely needs a caution to stay on the lead lap. I mean, actually, he'll probably get on the lead lap anyway, even if he does get lap. But remember, he will be in the Hornet's nest and will have to get through the wreck to get the free pass.
I mean, he'd be the only car a lap down, so really just avoiding the wreck's the only problem he'd have.
Yep, that's going to be the big difference maker. Obviously, we talked about Zawolf, horrible season so far, 41st in points. Not an ideal season by any means.
Especially for a Texas Motorsports driver.
Yeah.
Then again, Texas Motorsports been kind of down across the board, at least from what I've been seeing.
Yeah, in my opinion, I feel like Texas Motorsports took a huge downgrade from last season. I feel like it's because there's some stuff happening during the offseason, and which resulted in Connor, the team owner for Texas Motorsports, to go to Ole Miss Rebels Racing. And I feel like without Connor, that's been really the weakness that this team's been having, and that's why ultimately they have no wins this season.
Of course, Connor still hangs around the Ford camp in this division, at least in the 14 car.
Yep.
Of course, he's taking that to TMS next season in his retirement tour.
Yep. Season 8 of the Fantasy Cup Series will be his last season driving in the series.
You see Jaden up here, Giuseppe as well. One thing I've noticed as well, Gaming Freak's always been up near the front in the middle lane, so he can clearly keep his car up there pretty good.
As you see, Zawolf, you saw the field in view out of turn 4. Now we got 54 laps to go. You see Manuel in the 21, right there behind the 74. and they are catching the 28. As you see, yeah, out of turn 2, you can see the field in view. Here's Kyle to the bottom, second on the inside, trying to make something work.
You also see David Kreutz up here. Remember how I mentioned he won the last super speedway race? Well, he's one of those guys to watch out for.
Yep.
Really anybody. How about Neon as well in the 54?
Oh yeah, Neon. Neon's actually been really consistent for all the starts he's made. I believe he got third at Kansas, and another decent result in the other race he ran, which I forget what it was.
I believe this is actually his last race of the season, but honestly, just from the starts he's made this season, I'm actually interested to see what he can do full time.
Yeah, next season for sure. But another thing, in Michael Corminas Racing, in the Michael Corminas Racing camp, is that they announced that let's see here.
David Kreutz was going to the Truck Series.
Yeah, David Kreutz will be moving to the Truck Series, and although he got a win at Talladega, he is still sitting 40th in standing. So I don't think the team like that too much, but they're gonna give him time to rebuild himself in the Truck Series, and that will be promoting the 30th Mr. Zombie, who won at Daytona as a season opener and has been very consistent all season, to the Shell Series, which is going to be very interesting to see.
I mean, clearly David Kreutz had very high expectations given that he made the championship 4 in the Cup Series last season, but sadly he's just not lived up to it after the fact. Just a down season for him.
Yeah, especially for the Cup Series level as well. I think he's like somewhere below 30s in points. Oh boy, Max Molina almost 4 wide there.
Max Molina going to be aggressive, I'm sure.
And it looks like they all kept it going straight. They're catching the lap car Zawolf. They're gonna get checked up here, but looks like it won't play much of a factor. But they're coming with a huge head of steam. You see Kyle.
12.
Yeah, 12's got a big run. He might use Zawolf as a pick right here, and he will. Oh, Kyle's
wide here.
Middle. Threading the needles, the 7.
And he's going to make it work, but the 12 is still there.
Oh, the 98 got held up.
And so did the 17.
Yeah. That's going to stack everybody up on that outside line. Zolf to the lead. Here comes Craig Pockris on the bottom. That's finish what you were about to say.
I was going to say very unfortunate. But you see Pavo now, the 24, one to the inside for the lead. You
see Warrior Cat trying to build up the middle there.
You know, speaking of Pavo, he's actually really been impressive all season. And guess where he's going? He's going to go Cup racing. He's going to try and compete for the Rookie of the Year next season, with Ard Motorsports moving up to Cup level next season.
Yeah. But I'd say for the Rookie of the Year contention for this season, I'd say it's definitely got to go to Kyle. 2 wins in a single season and his rookie season, and one of them being at a super speedway, which was Talladega.
And he won at Dover the next week, so pretty impressive.
Yep, and he still leads the points after many races. So, very great effort this season for not only Johnny Benson Racing, the team he owns, but also himself for making the season great. But that team's going to expand from 1 full-time car to 4 full-time cars next season.
Of course, we already know that Brandon Beal's going to be moving over there. I think who else do they got? Oh,
the 24 almost hooked the 51 right there. Let's take a little instant replay of that. It's the 51 up the racetrack. Looks like the 24
got even
in front of him.
I think he was just trying to go for a hole that just kind of wasn't there. He thought the 51 might have slid up a little bit.
Yeah, but either way, that was close. Here comes Connor in the 14 once again.
2 teammates battling for the lead. The 00 of Lucky and the 14 of Connor.
Already 7 laps in.
As mentioned, Lucky Noko will be going to return to that car, but Gaming Freak, which has been up front most of the race, he has a new. The 98's gonna have a new driver, and it's one that people are a bit mixed about. Leo is gonna be running full time in the 98 next season, so that's gonna be interesting.
You either like Leo or you don't like Leo. That's a big summary of him, but I'd say he's definitely shown some talent in the Cup Series, but his problem is just the off track actions earlier that have gotten him in some trouble getting fired from rides. But the talent is definitely there. I'd say that, but just he's got a bright future ahead of him if he can just
And
if
he's
he
got
can, yeah.
he's got 2 truck wins too. Don't want to forget about that.
And was pretty impressive in Cup, finishing inside the top 15 at Daytona, and was having a pretty good run at Auto Club, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Before he got kind of screwed by the caution, and Quad Kid Boy back to the lead. I feel like we've seen the same people up here up at the front, like Soccer, Quad Kid Boy, Kyle, Torak, Fran Gomez.
I don't know what it is, but I feel like Quad thrives in this series. Like, he's always good in every series, but if I had to say what he's best in, I'd have to say the Shell series is where he's always the best. Always up front, winning.
Maybe this type of car is the one that benefits him. Very full throttle, 550 horsepower. But go ahead.
That's about. Didn't have anything to add on to that. As Ev's gonna take the lead with help from fellow Ford Nicky.
Patrick Miller back up here. Same with Santi Messi. NASCAR Fan Thunder, 3 Chevrolets lined up behind the Fords on the bottom. And when do you feel like we're gonna see the big one? Like, I feel like there's gonna be a big one, but it's only a matter of when. So what are your predictions?
I mean, it's like middle of the race, getting close to the halfway point. But I'd say probably around there is when we get it.
To be completely honest, I say it's going to come toward the end of a race because I feel like these guys are going to play it safe and play it smart until the very end of the race where it's go time. Everyone's got to go trying to get positions and just how it's going to work. That's how it works at every
Look at Patrick
speedway.
Miller.
Oh boy.
Aggressive move, trying to jump down in front of the 55 to go for the lead, and he's going to make it work, it looks like.
Yeah. Oh no, the 55 is going to get to the bottom. They might be 4 wide.
Nope, Nicky just let him in front.
Patrick got really loose there. Patrick is aggressive right now. Say the least.
Yeah, no kidding. As here comes Santi Messi in the 55, trying to get the lead now.
25 NASCAR Fan, followed by the 97 Thunder. We talked about all those Chevrolets. They're 4 wide.
Thunder might try and take the hole. He does.
Oh boy. Uh-oh. Oh, there's contact.
I think Thunder kind of got pushed onto the line right there.
Yeah. I believe they might get it settled out off of turn 2, maybe.
They're
know.
still 4 wide.
Kyle's trying to make it stick.
Kyle's still there. There they
go. Around goes
NASCAR fans around.
In the middle of the pack. Patrick
Miller's
hard
into the wall.
Jaden's in it. I saw him get a piece. David Croix as well.
In it.
Neon, big damage. The hood is folded up on that car.
I think the 10 might have some damage.
The 98
involved.
The 5 and the 97 will take the lead.
And Thunder will lead it to the caution.
Wow. Let's take a look.
And again, Kyle strikes at Daytona.
Well, we don't know that for sure until we see the replay, but let's see. To be honest, I feel like that might have been the 97's fault for forcing that into.
This could actually be the 28's big break here too. Now that we think about it, if you see him in the frame.
But we have to see if he got involved in that wreck or not. If he did get a piece of it, then actually, I don't know. The the 25 just moved up and let the 97 get there. I'm not
I don't
sure
know.
what he
I
was
don't
doing.
know. Yeah, that's really weird to me.
He just let him go 4 wide, which is not gonna work here at Daytona. They almost wrecked here. 97 got pushed on the line, and right here, it's Kyle is side by side with NASCAR fans. So is Nikki, and they're all really tight on each other. No space whatsoever, and Kyle looks like he kind of crowded the 25.
Oh,
And
the 87 had nowhere to go.
yep, looks like the 28 barely scooted through.
So it looks like the 28 will get the free pass. You see the 22 spinning the 5 hard into the
Hard to the
outside
wall.
wall.
Oh, it clipped the 74 as well.
So the 1 got sideways, the 62 involved, the 54, the 2.
The 19 got a piece. Looks like 32 hits the brakes and misses it. The 5 spins through the grass. We'll take it on board with the 22. See where he is. There he is. But a big crash on lap 22 with just over 40 laps to go. Oh, just nowhere to go. Got hit really hard multiple times. He got hit about 10 times in that wreck. And we'll ride on board with the 7. Fox camera work. So here's the 25 looks like he comes up right here. This is when he comes up. And they're all dicing it out. 3, 4 wide. And Kyle trying to side draft the 25, I believe. Or he's crowned him a little bit. I guess he thought he had no room up high and hooked him. But he did make it through unscathed. Manuel going through the grass. We got right on board with that 28, though. He barely scooted through the wreck and was so close to getting involved. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Yeah, a few more inches to the left, and he would have been involved in that. But he will get the free pass now that he made it through, and he was the only car lap down.
So that's a big break for him.
The 60's going up front, but I think they'll sort themselves out in a minute here.
Let's hope that they do. 97 on the apron. What's going on here?
Oh, he's just trying to get his spot back. And so 97 is the leader. Let's see if they all pit.
Let's see what these guys are gonna do. Come down pit road or not.
And looks like some are, but some aren't. That's going to be interesting. Actually, I think those are the cars with damage.
Yeah, Nikki, I know, is involved NASCAR fan.
Jaden. Yeah, those are guys with damage. So Neon Rider, or not Neon Rider, the 28 Azal will get the free pass. And pit road, the exit of pit road is closed.
Alright, well, let's, I guess, get to the caution. Or go back.
Going green this time by. but Zawolf is the free pass car.
Neon's out, so is Patrick Miller, Jaden, and I believe it's Gaming
Gaming
Freak.
Freak. For 2 Fords, 1 Chevrolet, 1 Toyota. As Zawolf will drop to the rear. They're all gonna get around him. And the 97 will be the control car as we come back to green.
So it'll be the 97 and the 55 that'll lead us back to green. Followed by the 60 of Miko, the 29 of Mark, and the 63 of Monster. That's the rest of your top 5.
Yup, indeed it is. And pace car is off.
Back to green flag racing here, it looks like.
Green flag.
Look at that 13 already trying to go to the outside lane.
Yep, that's soccer.
Quad, I think, is already trying to go 3 wide. Kyle's going to shut the door on him.
Frank Gomez in the middle, 3 wide. Back there.
Torak and Soccer and Loading is right there with him.
Under up high, here comes the 60 and the 63 with a huge head of steam.
Trying to make an Ole Miss Rebels 1-2 right here is that 63.
Getting a push from the 95. I think those are our line teammates.
Yeah, technically in a way they are.
And at the line is an Ole Miss Rebels Racing 1-2 as Monster takes a lead.
See Kyle trying to get up there. Here comes Quad. Might try an aggressive move. No, he does not.
Kyle's going low. After being involved in that wreck, going through unscathed, he's still up here.
Been a very good season for Kyle across all the series. He got his first truck win back at Richmond, I think it was. 2 straight cup wins, as we mentioned earlier. I still don't think he's won a shell race yet.
And Kyle's lead still, as is a pack about, maybe 25 cars.
Looks to be about that.
NASCAR fan Giuseppe catching up to the end of the pack. And Warrior Cat trying to shoot the middle.
Got all those Fords working together in the inside lane.
Yep. 21, 17, 14, 33. 4 Fords on the inside.
And the 94 separates the next Ford, which is lucky in the 00.
Once we hit lap 34, we're going to actually no, once we hit lap 32 or lap 33, then that'll be the halfway mark. Torak, Warrior Cat side by side.
Brandon Beal's going to get up there. He's got help from his boss Connor in the 14.
Warrior Cat trying to make a big run on the outside.
Got 78 pushing him.
Torak down low. He might clear the pack. Mark's trying to go through the middle. He knows how to get it done here. Won the Daytona 500.
Get help from Pendra in the 76. 21 goes up to block.
He does. Mark follows him. Now Mark to the inside. Trying to take the race lead away. Here comes McHarrold in the 76, trying to go through the middle.
Brandon Beal trying to lead the inside lane.
Oh, here comes Pendre. As after the next lap, next time by, will be the halfway point. As we're now in the halfway lap. After this lap, the race will be official. Oh. Can you still hear me?
Yep, I can.
Okay, my screen went black for a second.
Pendre and Mark are side by side. Beal's got a push from the 14.
Mark's trying to get the lead back on the high side. He's clear. They're clear on the inside. Pendre's clear from Beal. Still too wide between those two for the lead. Frank Gomez hops down in front of Beal, and we are now halfway through this race.
So the race will be declared official no matter what happens.
Here comes Frank Gomez in the 30 to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to take the lead away from both Mark and the 76 of Pendre McHarrold.
Look at that
Mark,
56 of Sean Ard. He's made his way through the middle.
I don't know. Looks like Mark's starting to hang on to the outside now. Just something I noticed. Oh, there's contact. Mark went down to the 76 there.
Yeah, 30 got to the inside.
Come to take 30 more laps to go from Daytona.
Fran Gomez has the help from the 17. Sean's pushing the 76.
76 goes up to the 29.
That's going to open the door for Sean to get through the middle right here.
I think the 76, no, he's not clear. He was clear for a moment. But look at this 56 trying to go through the middle. Brandon Beal is not helping the 30.
30's all by himself.
He's off of the 30. And the 30 is not getting a good run right now because of that.
Now Sean Ard is in control of the race.
He might get once he gets pushed clear by the 51 maybe. The 17's to the back bumper, the 30.
What's gonna happen here? I wonder.
51 now trying to shoot the middle. He won this race way back in January.
Looking to sweep the Daytona races.
And they clear Brandon Beal on the inside. Looks like Beal's car is not very good right now.
Yeah,
He
he's
just cannot get to the back bump. He just cannot get to the back of the 30.
He has got the 14 behind him. He just can't really seem to carry that momentum.
Yeah.
I think.
The 30's still hanging in there though, no matter. But look at the 17. He is such a big gap to the 30. He's not on him at all. And now the 51 clears him for the race lead. 24 Pavo to the outside.
Help from the 12.
Big run by that 24. Yeah, Frank Gomez is in big trouble here if he doesn't get a push from the 17.
$51 out in the lead. 30 and the 24 battling.
Awesome quote in Radioactive Monster.
Hey, thank you.
And the 24 to the inside of the 51 with the 56 behind him. That's Pavo's boss, Sean Ard. He goes to the high side. Now Frank Gomez is a big run with a push from the 12. Now he's got help. But the 17 is still checking up the inside line.
The 07's up here at the 12.
Yep, the 12 getting a big push from the 07. Under 30 laps to go here from Daytona.
Good night racing here at Daytona. 3x3 throughout the entire field.
Now, I think we're not paying attention to something that we should be talking about. Lap cars. When do those come into play? Because if we don't wreck and go the whole way, which I don't know if that's going to happen, but if we don't wreck and go the whole way, then we're going to catch lap cars, and it's going to be drivers are not the best at getting around lap cars, or at least some of them aren't. And that's going to be a big difference maker here. Frank Gomez tried to block the 24. He couldn't do it.
Look at the 12. He's door to door at the 30.
Oh boy, he's right on the 30 spot. They're right next to each other on the doors. Three
07.
wide.
Here comes Zevel going for the lead.
Oh, 30, I think, led that lap by a skosh.
He did.
And the 12 clears up on the 30. The 17 still on the inside, but I don't know if he can. If the 07 drops down in front of him, I don't know if the 17 can help him. I'm considering the car he's had so far.
Yeah, he's been about the same pretty much this entire run.
Yeah, he's off of him now. It's going to be a big disadvantage for Seville right here if he can't get any help. Sean trying to go through the middle. Brandon Beal in the bottom right here. Side by side for second. Sean R pushing Seville. Seville goes up high. Leaving a gap for Sean R. Tries to block it. Sean R through the middle. Oh, it's getting dicey at the front. 24 laps to go. And Sean Ard clears Beal and may clear Zevel with a 3 wide pass. And he leads the lap.
Wow, Sean on fire.
Indeed. Here comes the 07 on the high side. Here comes NASCAR fan on the bottom. Looking for a way around. Sean Art's got a big push on the high side. Zevel drops 3 wide through the middle.
Wow, what a move by the 07.
He's going to leave the 56 out to dry. And he may or may not clear the 25 here. Because now he's got no help from the 17. I guess Brandon Beal not feeling comfortable with this car at all. Now he's pushing the 25.
So he's at least bump drafting somebody. Or was.
Now he's taking that lane for himself. NASCAR fans clear. And he's going to try and chase down the 07. The two JL cars working together. Or at least they were. They're side by side. NASCAR fans still behind the 07. Looking for a way around. There's the lap traffic of David Kreutz. Actually, no, they're just coming out of turn 4. Soccer gets clears. And he goes to the inside of NASCAR fan. It's going to allow Zevel to keep the lead for now.
Yep. Toyotas are starting to come out of nowhere.
Yep, you see the 56 with Hector Daniel, who started last, down there as well. Hector Daniel on the inside, trying to make something work. There's really dicey off of turn 2 right there. All jumbled up.
Here, 45 gonna help 13 maybe. Oh, look at that! They're 4 wide.
Oh boy, 4 wide already. I saw contact with the 45, and this is not going to go over well. 4 wide, 2
55 and a
rows deep.
12.
They're 4 wide, 2 rows deep.
55 clears the 17. They're still 4 wide.
I don't think this is going to work. Into turn 1. Still 4 wide.
The 60 and the 28 are not going anywhere.
Oh, and the
there
60
they go.
into the
They're
12.
around the 12.
Around goes the 12. Collected
And he
by the
collects the
63,
33
and
and
the
the
94 is
94.
involved. The 7's
Seven's in
around.
it.
The 31 as well as Craig Popkers. He gets
41.
flipped.
The 16 has damage.
I knew it was going to happen eventually. Under 20 laps to go, it's go time. That's when things get sketchy. Jessica involved. The 46, the 7 was having a really good run up to this point. Gets caught up in it. And who won the race back? It looks like it was
13.
the 13. Manuel comes to pit road. Let's check a replay. It all started with a 12 getting turned, and I think the 60 was just getting ping-ponged in the there's just a ping-pong ball in the middle of the table. Looks to see here, he bounces off the 17 into the 12, back to the 17, back to the 12, just getting shoved up and down, and then it just went wrong. The 33 gets collected, so does the 94, nowhere to go for him. The 00 gets a piece. The 7 gets spun. The 94 goes back up into the 31, who gets turned by the 21. Collects Craig Popgris, Lynn, Exo, and Nikki, I believe, as well. So another wreck that causes the second caution of the race. Now they got to let the 13 get to the lead here. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it might be a 10-lap shootout. Oh, we got a stack up on the track right there on the backstretch. Big stack up. Oh, big stack up. They're still stacking up.
And they're still stacking up.
Yeah. Still running into each other. And that's all the wreck cars there. That's Craig Popgris with damage. The 19 as well. 7, I think, might have made it through. Actually, no, he got some he got back end damage. 62 with big damage, and yep, that's gonna be that. And all the wrecked cars come to pit road, and I'm sure there's gonna be more DNFs even after that stack up. Yep, Giuseppe, Ebenezer, Manuel are all out of the race.
Wow.
And this isn't the end of it, as we got 15 laps to
I
go.
know.
We're gonna be coming to 14 laps to go on the restart here. 2 Toyotas will be the front row. It'll be Soccer and Hector Daniel. Then 2 Chevrolets, Santi Messi and Zebel. How about the comeback that Zolf has had though? Being a lap down, having a mechanical failure before the race, got it
Up
fixed.
to P6.
Yep, and got that repaired under caution, got the free pass. And he's now up into P6. Great effort by that 28 team. But he's gonna have to survive another 14 laps because I think it's gonna get very dicey.
And no kidding. So it'll be 2 Toyotas, 2 Chevrolets, and then a Chevrolet and a Ford that'll lead us back to green.
Yep. And pace car is off. Soccer's gonna lead him to the flag.
Green flag.
Yep.
C3 gonna take a dive to the inside of his driver in the cup side red. Gonna follow his teammate Thunder.
Oh, look at that. They're already fanning out 3 wide.
Already, and we just went back green.
Santi Messi on the bottom.
Got help from
Ready
the
to go to the
20.
lead. Yeah, here comes loading.
Bunch of interesting names up here near the front
Yep.
that have a shot to win.
56 Sean R. Thunder behind as well.
Mark's caught onto the pack. He's got the draft.
Ooh, the 20 almost got hooked by the 56 of Sean Ard.
Sean's gonna be aggressive. We know this.
I bet he loves to see Rex.
Yeah, I bet he does, because he goes for the lead.
Thunder to the bottom. With help from his teammate Monster in the 63.
32 to 51 there. .30 getting underneath the 60. They're 4 wide in the back.
That might not end well. You see Brandon Beal in the middle of that. He's going to back out.
Smart strategy by the 17.
97 gets pushed to the lead by his teammate.
How long is that going to last, though, I wonder?
I mean, they're both clear. It's only a matter of time before the 63 goes to the inside. There he almost goes. There he goes.
One's going to try and lead that inside lane. Another 32 jumps down in front of him.
Almost Rebels racing side by side for the race lead. They've been up here for most of the entire race.
Keeping the cars clean.
Side by side, the 2 teammates to the line. Monster led the lap, I think.
Yep.
Oh, by
Here comes
a
Red.
way,
Trying to go 3.
way small margin.
Got to see what the that was actually a tie for the lap lead.
Well, I mean, 63 got it. Not
I
by
mean,
much.
not the first time we've seen a tie in the Shell Series.
Seen it many, many times. 32 is now going to join in on this little party.
Max Molina as well. Ten to go from the high banks of Daytona.
Brandon Beal, lucky, trying to hang on to the pack. Exo's kind of lost the
Yep.
draft.
Yep, Exo back there. I don't think he's lost the draft yet, but I think Torak has. Molina to the inside. Oh, they're 4 wide. Almost contact.
30 and the 28 are door to door.
Oh, the 51's going to stick it to the inside.
They're 4 wide
They're
for the
still
race
making
lead.
Yeah, they're still 4 wide for the lead. Who's going to come out on top? Red.
28's
Molina.
ahead.
Zawolf's getting ahead.
3.
28.
Could-
Yep.
Almost contact.
Could you imagine the story if Zawolf can come back from a lap down, a
Through
tire
the
down?
middle. They're still 4 wide.
Somebody's gonna have to give here, boys.
Max
And the
Molina
51
clears
goes to
him.
the lead.
They're still 4 wide.
Almost contact. 63 atop.
They're
Here
not
they
wrecking
come.
yet.
Still door-to-door contact.
76 is gonna try and sneak his way through.
Still 4 wide, might even be 4 wide in the 51.
And they make it work.
How did they do that? Oh my goodness. I have no idea how they survived that. Have
Your
you
guess-
ever?
Your guess is as good as mine, and no, I have never. Pedro McHarrold now is in control of the race with Warrior Cat in second.
You know, Warrior Cat, he came so close to winning the season opener. He's got another chance trying to make it work. Here comes Mark in the 29. Up front when he needed it most. There's a lap here, the 16 of Lynn.
Don't know if 16 will be a factor in the outcome of this race.
If we think he will be black flagged. Pavo to the inside. Almost
Trying to
touching 4 wide
squeeze
for the
it.
race lead. Quad almost contact
Oh.
there. Pendrace clear. And he's out to the race lead. 4 wide in the
95.
back off of turn 4. Or turn 2.
17. Oh, Beal backed out of it.
Yep. Another smart move from him. Here comes Warrior Cat to the bottom. Still. Oh, thank God. Still dicing it out. Can y'all hear me?
Yep, I can.
Yeah.
Okay. Still dicing it off turn 4. 59 out of 64.
Gonna be 5 to go next time by.
Here comes Miko in the 60.
And the 30, Fran Gomez. Lots of guys that are still looking for their first win.
Warrior Cat to the bottom. Pendre to the outside. Pavo trying to stick it through the middle.
What a move by Pavo.
Not going to be able to make it work. Not yet. Miko in the 60. He might go to the inside of the 95. There he goes. 5
goes up,
more
Miko's-
laps to go.
Miko's got a chance. He's got to just make it stick on the inside.
And they're getting up to 16. He will be shown the black flag.
60 trying to block every lane he can.
He's got the 30. The 24 almost hooked him.
They're 3 wide for the race lead.
30's got a push from the 45. Another Toyota.
24 is still right there. He's got help from another Chevy, the 25. Four laps. All that's left.
There's the 16 off of turn 2. He has been shown the black flag.
The 30 is ahead right now. Here
The
comes
45.
the 45 of Hector.
On the bottom.
Help from the 55 of Santi Messi.
It is getting dicey. Coming down to the final few laps. They gotta get around 46.
16 pulls it. He will not be a factor in the outcome of this race. 3 laps to go.
Still 3 wide. Hector Daniel to the race lead. Frank Gomez trying to make some work. NASCAR fan 3 wide through the middle. He's going to stick it. Coming to 2 more laps to go. The 45 Hector Daniels
Messi.
clear. He's
55's
clear.
got to run.
He does have a run. He's to the inside.
13 of soccer's right there to push him.
Side by side for the race lead.
2 laps to go. Santi Messi out to the lead.
2 more laps left. Here comes loading in the 20.
Messi and Daniel side by side for the lead. Here comes loading now to the inside with the help from the 56 of Sean.
And loading's up the racetrack.
13's right there on his outside.
Sean to the inside, 4 wide for the race lead.
And they're coming to the white flag.
If they get the white flag next time by, it will end the race. But if they
Sean's
wreck
got help
right
from the
now,
51.
it'll be the checker. It'll be an
White
overtime.
flag is out.
One more time around. They're 4 wide for the race lead. Contact.
The 51's on the inside.
Here comes the 51 of Max Molina.
He's got help from the 32 of red.
Sean
Molina's
Hart up
gonna
top.
shovel it up the track. Down the backstretch. Sean's got to run on the outside lane.
Oh, and NASCAR
Oh, there
fans
they go,
around.
they're wrecking.
They're racing back. Zoloff on the inside. Here
Brad's
comes
gotta run.
Red.
They're 4
They're 4
wide.
wide for the race lead.
Here comes all.
It's gonna be a drag
3
race.
wide. Zoloff on the inside.
Zolwolf is gonna pull up the comeback story.
Who's gonna get it? Red. Zoloff
28's
to
ahead,
the
he's gonna
line.
get it.
Zolwolf
is gonna win it. Zoloff wins.
What a
Are you
finish!
kidding me?
What the hell just happened?
Are you kidding me?
And can you believe
What
this?
a finish!
Zolwolf, at the start of the race, had a tire problem. He went 1 lap down, and he comes back and wins the race.
Are
What
you
a-
kidding me? But the race is unofficial. We're going to take a look at the replay because I believe he did go underneath the yellow line.
He did go below the line, which I did see that.
So this race will be unofficial.
which-
Let's take a look at the last lap.
And which, if that's the case, then who would that give the win to? Mark?
But
I
in
believe
all
so.
But in all fairness, though, like, what if he's avoiding the wreck? Would we black flag him for that if he's trying to avoid it?
We have to take a closer examination of it. But the unofficial winner is Zawolf. And here's what happened down the back straightaway.
It looked. Oh,
28, the 25 and the 13 are door to door right here.
Looks like the 13 right hooks the 25 and hooks him into the wall. But then here's the part that gets kind of
Oh, yeah.
controversial.
The 28 does go below the line.
Yeah,
he
does
did go
get
below the
line.
underneath,
he got back up in time.
but he did not advance his position either.
Yeah, so that gives him the win.
But hold on.
He didn't advance his position.
He
He got
Yeah.
up. He was
Yeah.
underneath red. He didn't make any passes at that point.
They're 4 wide for the. I mean, I'm not sure about. I mean, we'll have to take closer examination into the replay there.
What closer examination? He didn't even pass anybody for the lead. He's the winner.
Okay, well, can you just like have some patience?
I'm just saying what most of us saw.
Well,
Oh, was that the 25
I'll just-
that almost
I'm
took me out?
just gonna make sure.
See,
I'm gonna
he
make
gets
sure.
under
Yeah,
the
he gets
32.
he's got all 4 tires below the line, but I'm not sure if that. We're gonna have to take a look on what NASCAR rules are for that. But
I think NASCAR rules are if you advance your position while you're underneath the yellow line, that's where you would get black flagged. But he did not pass anybody.
But I'm not sure because okay, so here's the part that I'm kind of iffy about. The part that I'm kind of iffy about is that he okay, so He goes to the bottom. He has the yellow. He's below the yellow line. And he kind of uses that as an advantage to get underneath the 32. But I'm not sure
Yeah, but he
if
also
that's in
let
the
off.
NASCAR rules.
But he also let off a little bit. Did you see that?
Let's take it on board. See his throttle inputs.
Yeah, but he still gained the most from that.
I mean, Sean stalled out after that, and then it's like, I don't know.
Let's take it on board to 28 here. Check his RPMs. No, he did not let off at all.
So yeah, well, he used like the apron as an advantage. I mean, I know he didn't advance his position, but he did use it as an advantage. So
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
that's still not advancing your position.
But here's the thing, though. He had the wreck missed. He had the wreck missed. Even if he would have just stayed in his line, he would have had the wreck missed. But he goes to the inside.
he gets underneath red because of that.
But
That's
okay,
still not advancing.
See, if he had passed red, then he would have advanced his position.
all right. We'll
Yeah, but
deal with this after.
Yeah,
we'll
but
deal
he
with
never
this.
passed red.
We'll deal with this after the race. But let's see the replays of the wreck. Let's ride it on board with NASCAR fan. Just got turned. 63 gets in that. And 55 goes around. Just a big crash to end the race. The 97 went through the grass.
Just waiting on official word here, but
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll have to. But what a finish, though.
And these guys are giving it their all.
Yeah.
It was a finish, that's for sure.
One heck of a finish. That's probably the best Daytona finish that we've ever seen, but maybe it might come with controversy. But that's unofficial. But wow. This is not the end of the action. But we'll see you tomorrow for the Coke 400 at Daytona. I'm Thunder with Trix Fan, Monster, and OtterCap up in the booth, and we'll see you tomorrow.